The music stopped when I turned on the camera. Well, together we learn, and it's sad because I'm almost always alone. But this is how I feel when I think of my girlfriend. She's obviously leading. Obviously. I protect her and watch over her. And who knows what watches behind us? For maybe the owl, or maybe God, or maybe everything. I don't know who watches, but I watch. And that's a good thing, because we're all watching. Or at least I'm watching. This is my sacred space. I don't know if you've ever been in it, but hello. It has crystals I've hand dug. It has crystals I've traded for. Stones. It has feathers. It has things that are completely fragile and could damage if you just breathe on them. So be careful. This is the second, or no, actually it is from the very first animal I ever pelted. His name? Because it was a boy. His name? You want to know his name? If you're patient, I'll tell you. His name was Xander. Now, I don't know if Xander ever, obviously he had a dad. And he had a mom. Because that's how squirrels are made, by other mom and dad squirrels. And I love Xander. Xander sits on my white fox. That was a gift for as well. I do not know how this animal was pelted. I'm sure by a true pioneersman, someone who put as much love into it as anything else in the world. And that's why I only put my love back into it. Maybe I should name the white fox too. I'm going to name it right now on camera. I don't know its name though. But if you listen, he'll tell me his name. You need to be more patient, Isaac, and it will come to you soon. Okay. I listened to the white fox. Maybe by the end of this video, he have name. Oh, see? So I just share whatever is around me with everyone because I feel like family is something that I've pushed myself away from to now find it being received a millionfold back, really reaching out to me, trying to make sure I'm okay. I'm okay, family. Thanks for wondering. And, I'm open because family is something we all need. Friends are something we need too. We all see each other in different lights. But you should see everyone as brother, sister, son, daughter, mother, father, grandmother, grandfather. Because to look at someone and want to, mate, is a very sacred thing. And I think the American culture has really, I want to use the right adjective here, has really jaded, just bring a crystal back in it. Jaded is about right, probably. That whole sacred earth Gaian love, and that's why I see everyone as my brother, sister. It took me a long time to see it that way. Years. 31 to be exact. But now I'm in this space where I must and show love to everyone. I feed them. I try to clothe them. I try to help them. I'm patient with them. I try to talk to them. But it's funny because people don't even want to talk to me. So how do I help people that don't want to talk to me? Interesting. Well, I talk to myself. I question everything. For about, let's see, when I was young, when I was probably 7 or 8 years old, I remember thinking, what is something that's never gonna change? Everything around me is changing. Can you name one thing that never deviates or changes? Ever? Most people can't come up with a single thing that won't change. I've come up with two. Two things that will never deviate. They will never change. So when I was 7, I was very fascinated with philosophy. And I asked myself, what is philosophy? Well, philosophy is the love of wisdom. And if you do not love wisdom, well, I guess you're not learning anything. I think there are a lot of people that ask a lot of questions, and then they don't want the answers, or the answers they get, they don't even want to hear them. Now, ain't that something? So every day, I try to learn more and understand about myself. Because we all have ourselves to deal with. And if you can't live with yourself, then you're just destroying the world. And you don't want to destroy the world, you want to help it create. You want to make beautiful art. You want to make the things that actually inspire. And I think that the human consciousness loses it in translation, in communication, because in our society we are told, speak, listen. We're not taught. And I say these things over and over to everyone, to you, to myself, because that's what's wrong with society. People don't want to listen, or they don't know how to listen. They've never been taught to listen, they're just told. And people don't like doing what you tell them to do now, ain't that the truth? But, you know, it's good to take advice from people that have learned the hard way. And it's hard because most people want to learn on their own. Which is fine. That's how we learn, through experience. And my experience brought me all of this. That's me when I was younger. And yeah, this is something that's been in my past. Which is funny to me because I'm not gay. I've never sucked a dick ever. But I guess now I have. So this is my sacred altar space of everything and nothing. And obviously you've met these two, which I still don't know his name. It's on the tip of my tongue, but I can't quite come up with it. Ay, ay, ay. The truth comes out in many different forms, but language is a very narrow-minded, peculiar way to look at the world. Language is it's like traps for your ideas. So maybe we shouldn't speak anymore. I'll speak on this. This is kind of a funny gift from my ex-girlfriend's mom. She didn't want me to get attacked by the bears, so I just spray this at them. I don't know if it pissed them off or what, but I hope I don't ever meet a bear that close. And if I do, I have a gun, which is what I really need. So, this is my sacred space. Because I'll be honest, when you're out in the woods alone for 6 or 7 days, and it's pitch black, and you hear nothing but something out there crawling in the woods, you feel a lot better when you have a gun. Then again, I guess you could just say, hey, what's going on out there in the darkness? I mean, I'm not ready to die yet, so I protect my life. Duh. But I would never hurt even a cockroach. And there's actually a spider right here. And I've named her Charlotte. She's making a web. I would never push Charlotte out of here, for me and Charlotte are Gaian creatures. We share the same space. Do spiders scare you? I think they scare everyone. They used to scare the shit out of me, honestly. But now I'm like, I guess if they want to bite me, okay. They want to, they say we eat spiders, like 6 or 7 of them, like a year, which is funny because we just, sleeping, we apparently eat them. Wow, well, these are some shades I found in Costa Rica, of all places. I think it's funny because I really don't buy anything, ever. It's just like the universe gives me whatever I need, so I just accept it. I think to pay for things is kind of like a mask of sorts. It's kind of like throwing on this mask and saying, oh, I can buy you. But really, that's not the way it works. No, 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 no. For love is free and priceless. Duh. So to buy love is impossible because it is something that must be given freely, or it must be, well, you can't buy it if it's priceless. Duh. No shit, Sherlock. So these are my shades from Gaia. I didn't pay for them. I would never pay for sunglasses because I love the sun. I love looking at the sun, but I don't sun gaze. You should never look at the sun, kids. That's a dangerous thing because it'll fry your eyes out. And I actually know of someone who did that. And they literally looked at the sun for longer than they should have. I don't know them personally, but it was a friend of a friend who knew them. And they sat back down by their tent, and their eyes were white, completely white. And she said she couldn't see. Well, I'm sure she was seeing something, but she wasn't seeing what she was used to seeing. So please, don't look at the sun for too long, because you might be shown something you don't want to see. Or maybe you do. I don't know. Don't listen to me, or listen to me. That's for your decision. Because, it's easy for people, to be told to do something. Listen. I'm listening. Are you? That's the question.